But I want to encourage you. I want you to recognize that your life does have a very specific purpose. I'm going to keep using this analogy. If there is a purpose for the couch in your house, then you have to understand that your life has a very designated purpose. The designer of that piece of furniture had specific intentions. The designer knew exactly what that couch would be used for. And in creating it, in crafting it, in the design work, as well as in the actual production work, the manufacturing of the product, there were certain materials that were used. There were certain patterns that were followed because of the intended use of that couch. You have been created for God's intended purpose. God has a very specific, not arbitrary, very specific purpose for your life. Just because you might not be walking in that purpose does not mean your life does not have purpose. Until you showed up at the furniture store and purchased that couch was not fulfilling its complete purpose. But it didn't mean the couch didn't have purpose. Sometimes it can take an entire lifetime for us to fully settle in to the place and fulfill the purpose that God has intended for our life. But I want you to know that His will is very specific. God's will has a very direct purpose for our life. It's not arbitrary. It's not accidental. What God has created you to do is very specific. He has a specific design. There are certain elements and materials spiritually that God has poured into your life because of what He intends to do. Now, here's the hard part. You know, when we bring that couch home, all we see is the exterior fabric design. I mean, it looks beautiful. We like the color. We like the feel. You know, we like the design elements and all of the artistry that we see on the outside. But what we don't see are the different contrasting elements that are inside of that couch. The frame, the wood, the tacks, the nails, the glue, the elements that are required to fill up the fabric, the foam, the things that don't look as appealing. As a matter of fact, if we were to strip away all of the things that we can see on the outside, I doubt if that couch would ever get sold. It definitely would never make its way inside of your house. On the inside, we see the undesirable elements. But here's the teaching point. They are necessary. They are required. In order to achieve the final product that you see on the floor room, on the floor room, showing the visible attraction of that couch. In order to achieve what you see on that showroom floor, some contrasting elements had to go in to the creation of that couch. Here's why that's important. Sometimes in life, we are experiencing some challenges. Our life is filled with tacks and contrasting elements, and when we start to look at the framework of our life, we see the rough edges, we see the undesirable parts and pieces, and we're confused. We're like, well, God, if you really have a plan for my life, it doesn't look like it at this point. All I can see are these nails and tacks sticking out here. I can see the unfinished frame, the foam, the filling, the things that don't have shape yet.